Hi, my name's Maria, and today on Shelf Talk, our Tuesday Shelf Talk segment, I'm going to talk about The Shepherd's Hut by Tim Winton, which was published this year. We have it in a couple of formats, so if your preference is to download it to your device, we have it on BorrowBox. We also have it in book format and also CD format, so you've got a number of options there. Now, The Shepherd's Hut falls into the category, or this is how I see it, of psychological thriller. It is, we're introduced to Jaxie. He's a 15-year-old boy and he's had a very tough life. His mum's died, he's in the care of his dad, who was a very violent drunk. And one day, Jaxie comes home to find that his father has died in a freak accident. And Jaxie, being Jaxie, immediately assumes that the police will blame him. So he runs off. He does a runner and he ends up in the bush. He packs the bare minimum, and of course the inevitable happens. It's a beautifully described setting, but it's a very hostile one, particularly to an ill-prepared 15-year-old boy. And as time goes on, he becomes desperate and he comes across the Shepherd's Hut. Now, the Shepherd's Hut's already occupied. There's an elderly Irish priest in the Shepherd's Hut, and it's clear he's been exiled, or he's exiled himself to this particular location. It's never quite clear, never spelled out why he's there. And an unlikely friendship forms due to necessity and sheer survival. Now, there's two things I really liked about this book. The first one is the characters. It's very character driven, and they're not sentimentally drawn. They are warts and all characters, but they're very real. You can imagine them as real people. And there's something very heroic about them. There's a gritty integrity to both of them. And you start to care about them because you believe in them as characters. The other thing I liked is the pace, and particularly in the second half of the book, there is this emerging threat. You know these two have a destiny with something or someone, and it is not going to end well for someone. Now, I have a confession to make. I normally don't read Tim Winton, and if you fall into that category, give this one a go, because I think particularly if you like psychological thrillers, you will really get a lot out of this book. I certainly did. There's a lot of food for thought here. So thank you for watching, and we will see you again next Tuesday.